Okay, hello everyone. This is me again, Hanifan, and I will do another coding live session. But as for now, I will using English to communicate and explain what I write on my code. And it's similar as previous videos yesterday. I will do a code review at Codewars, but for today, for now, I will reviewing the 7Q problem. It's harder than the 8Q. 8Q is mungkin I think it's for beginner, and 7Q is also beginner, but a bit more understanding. I'm not sure, but it's still pretty hard for me sometimes. And I will do it in English. Hopefully, I can speak and good enough for you all to understand. But bear with me if there is some kind of lag. I mean, like my brain is not working that fast when I trying to explain something in English, but I will try as best as I can. So the first is the nth power rules them all. Okay, do I already introduce myself? I think I'm not. Okay, my name is Hanifan and I am a fresh graduate, unemployed, and that's okay. And I will try to reviewing some of coding problem that I've solved at Codewars to sharpen my coding skills. I'm using Python, and that's for the introductions. I will start to code now. So there's a problem, nth power rules them all. You are provided with an array of positive integers and an additional integer n. Calculate the sum of each value in the array to the nth power, then subtract the sum of the original array. Okay, so I will have an array as input and an integer as input. As for the test, it's a list, right? But this is a set or dictionary. I'm not sure, but okay. I think I realized something that I forgot to do in the previous live. I should write a comment about what the specific function take as an input and what is the output, the type of data. As for this one, I will explain that a type is uh, is a list, right? List, and n type is not number, integer, integer, and return type. I will just write r type is it will return an float integer. So all of this will be integer, power integer, subtract, there's no divide. Okay, so it should be integer too. And after I understand and write what is the input and what is the output, I should start code. This will be it should be a good habit for the future if you are building some kind of more larger code, and you can factor or debug the code more easily if you have this kind of description or comment. um, okay, so I need to power every value in a to the n. Okay, it's a list iteration, right? List iteration, it's an iteration, it's for loop, right? For e in a, so I need to it should be a list. I need to take sum of the power, right? Just do this, e to the power of n minus, no, I need to define, I need to define a list, so to append every value that I've been powered to the end. So power array is equal to empty array, so I need to don't sum it. Power array append every value on a that being powered to the n. Okay, and it will take every value in a because I'm using for e in a, so for every value I denote it with I. In a it will do this, so it should be return sum of the power array minus the original array, right? Sum of a. It should be working. Yay, attempt. It works. Actually, I remember something. It can be a one line code, and I don't need to define this list data type. I don't need to define this power array. It's something like list comprehension. So it should be like this. I need to put the return. Let's move this. I will take this as a comment and I will return. It should be like this, using a list comprehension. It should be if I take e to the power of n for e in a, right, minus the sum of a. So I refactor this code that I blocked to this one line of code. I know that at some point it's harder to read because of this line comprehension, but it's much more simpler than this. I don't define this. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me when I first learn about this kind of technique, but as time goes by I'm getting used to it. So let's check is it work? It's work. Attempt. Yay, it's good. It can be like this. Yay, my nose is itchy. Okay, next problem. 2 to 1. I've been thinking, should I choose to using one line solve or focus on more readability. Readability. I think be more easier to read is better than having one line code. Right. Okay. I think yeah, I just stick to the more it easier to read, it's more good. It's not about the space complexity or time complexity. I'm not really sure. I'm not doing some kind of competitive programming. I'm just here to learn, and being able to write some a good code will be great. I will try to define. Sorry. As for now, I will try to define the input value to this function a1 and a2. Type r. Type r for return. So take two strings s1 and s2 s, but it's a. Okay, whatever, it's still the same, including only letter. Okay, only letter from a to z. Return a new sorted string, the longest possible, containing distinct letter, each taken only once. Okay, coming from s1 or s2. For example, x y a b b b c c c. So it's sorted to be like this, and it's all unique. There is no duplication of the letter. I think I know how to do this. We should use set, right? Set is something similar to list, but it only filled with non-duplicate value. Okay, so a1 is string. What is other? String, and the return should also be string. Okay, so first I need to do this. Can I just use set a1 plus a2 as a new variable? Unique string. It's not string, so it's set unique. The set is it's unique. I need to more more good name for my variable. Unique string set. Okay, let's do this. So it will only take, I will check this out on the Google Colab. Can I, oh yeah, for context, before I have a coding test on a certain company for data analyst position. They use HackRank platform for the test, and out of 4 questions or coding problem, I only solve one. It's hard, or maybe I just not good enough. And here's some of my code. It's not working actually. I finished this one, but I finished it on the hack rank. It's still not the right answer. So I need to define a string. String 1 is A B B C C D E, and I will print as I will change that to a set. What is the output? Yay! So there is E D A B C, right? There is no duplicate value, but I need to sort it, right? So it should be like this, sorted, and it will sort the value, and after this I only need to convert it back to a string, right? Now this one, return string, empty string, join uh, join E for E in unique string set, right? Yay, it passed. But I feel something is wrong. Okay, it's passed. Passed 206 test. Or maybe you can use this. You just change this to this. And you delete this. So join is a function or a method, a module. I'm not sure how to call it. I have an empty string and I will join E. And what is E? E is every value on the sorted set. Sorted set is the A1 plus A2, and it will only contain unique values, unique letter, and it will be sorted alphabetically. And I will join that one by one from the beginning, from A, B, C, or every letter that have that is in A1 and A2. Something like this. 7Q. It's fun. Yeah, it's good. Time. Let's. There's an error. Whoa. Unexpected error while parsing. Why is it? I need more close bracket. It works. Yay. Okay, so let's start another one. Testing 1, 2, 3. Let's close this. Thank you. Another one. Trying again. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, so your team is writing a fancy new text editor, and you have been tasked with implementing the line numbering. Write a function which takes a list of strings and returns each line prepended by the correct number. The numbering starts at 1. The format is N1 strings. Notice the colon and space in between. So it's colon and space. Okay, it's kind of interesting. I think it's another for loop, right? For E in lines. I'm sorry, I need to define, not define, explain what is the input and what is the output. Lines type is a list, right? List of string, right? It's only a string. List of string. Actually, only list is enough. Yeah. Um, Return type is also list. For E in lines, I need to add number and colon and space, and also the value in lines, and it all in strings data types. Okay, I think I need to define result strings, or should I name it numbering list, or numbered list, whatever. Numbering list is unequal to empty list, so number. So I need to open bring list, append it with what? I need to take 1, 2, 3, 4, and it is the. Oh, I think I can use some kind of string formatting, or I just add up every part of this. I mean, like, I will add 1, so I need to kind of define a count. Start with 1, append count plus colon and space. I need to convert it to string count plus n plus e. Alright, so e is the value in lines. For every value in lines, I also need to move add count to 1, and it should work. Return numbering list test. Need pause, attempt. It passed 104 tests. Should I refactor this code? Refactoring or debugging to be more good. To be more good, I can kind of using string formatting. I think it's kind of fun. It will be fun. And using this, I need to delete this and Now will it should be something like this, and colon space and something like this. Now format the value for this curly bracket should be count, and the next is e, right? It's all it will work too, right? So let's try. Yeah, it works, but um it works. Another type of code. Can I make this to a one line code? Not sure, because I have to do things that moving alongside the loop. Okay, and I think it's enough for now. Another one, odd or even. Train again. Task: given a list of integers, determine whether the sum of its elements is odd or even. Give your answers as strings matching odd or even. If the input array is empty, consider it as 0. An array with 0. And if it's 0, it returns even. Okay. So the input is array, type is list, right? And the return type is string. Okay. The sum of the list, if it's even, return even. If it's odd, returns odd. Let's use modulo, right? If sum of array, the modulo sum of the array divided by 2 is equal to 0, it's an even number. Return even, else return odd. Right. Yay. Attempt. Yay. Passed. It's not that hard. Yeah. Max min array. How much? Oh, there's pretty much. There is 4 other coding problem. Kata. Train again. Max min array. In this kata, you will be given an array of Unix elements, so it's an array, and your task is to rearrange the values so that the first max value is followed by the first minimum, followed by the second max value, then the second minimum value, etc. For example, solve 15. Okay, it will return the max value of this, which is 15, and take 7 as the minimum and take 12 as the second maximum. Okay, the first max is 15 and the first min is 7. Okay, so the array type is a list. The return R type is also a list. Okay, so because I think I need to provide some kind of empty array. Max min array. So an empty list. So how to take the maximum and next the minimum and maximum and minimum and maximum? I can do take the max using max of the list and then take the minimum of the list and take the maximum again, but it will take the 15th, so I need delete or remove the 15, the previous maximum. And yeah, I think I should do that. Take the maximum. Oh, I think I remember this one. It's using this pop. Aha. I know. Pop pop is interesting. So pop is kind of function or more method to for list comprehensive or iterable. I'm not sure if it's apply only for list. It works like this. If I have this value, I'm gonna try this one here. If I have this value, my list, and my list pop, and I print my list pop, and I will print my list. So here we go. So first I define my list. It consists 15, 11, 10, 7 and 12, and I print my list, but I use pop to my list and I print it I get 12, and I print my list after my list is getting used by pop. The 12 is not here. At first it should be here, but after I using pop it's not here. It's because pop is give you an output of the last value of your list. Actually you can use pop 10 for example. Oh, it's using index actually, so it should be 0 1 2 3 4. I will take a pop 0. It will take the 15 value because the index of 15 is 0, right? So I can take this, but if I'm not defining anything, it will take the last value of the list using index. I'm using the index. Okay, I remember this one, so I think it should be word like this. For e in range length of array, so as long as there is an array, right? I should max min array append the oh no, I think I need to sort the value first. array should be sorted array equal to sorted array, and I will append sorted array pop. It will take the maximum, and I remember this one actually. The next is I need to reverse array, reverse, right? I can just reverse like this, right? So the idea is I will take for e in range len array. So the len array, if no, it's wrong, while it cannot be for e because the one who is moving is the len array, because I'm using pop. The len of the array is become less and less in every iteration, so it cannot be like this. It should be while, alright, while len array is more than 0, and if it's 0 it's stopped. I will append sorted array. I take the maximum, it will reverse, and after that I will take the minimum and reverse, take the maximum again, reverse until there is no thing on the array. So it should be work return max min array. Error. Pop from empty list. Oh, I cannot. So it should be while len array is more than 1. Oh, it should be like this, right? For the last, if it's more than 1, it takes the last and it will stop. It should be like this. It works. It error again. Empty list. Line, I cannot pop anything from an empty list. I think there's a problem here. The iteration. While true. I see. I cannot do this because I'm using sorted, not the array. Oh, why? Ah, I'm not take the last value, right? 12 then should be 0. I need to think more before I debug my code, I think. Yay, it works. Attempt. Yes, works. Pretty good. Next code, next problem. Max min. Oh, moving average. Moving average is some kind of technique for predicting the future, right? In statistics I learned about moving average a bit. Background. Moving average is of a set moving average of a set of values and a window size is a series of local average. Okay, Thus, given a list values of integers and representing size of the window, calculate and return the moving average when integer n is equal to 0 or the size of values list is less than or the size of values list is less than Windows size return known. Okay, there's an example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Windows size is 3. Moving average is calculated as. Okay, it will take the first 3 value and take the average of it and move 1, another 3, take the average, another 3, take the average. So the moving average should be 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I think it's also about for loop. I'm looping. But I'm not sure how to loop this 3 in a list. How to do that? I'm sorry. Oh, list floats. Yeah, it should be good. Yep. The input value is there's 2 values. Type is list of integer. Yeah, it's better. It's explain the value on the list and read and the sn type is a window of the moving average is an integer. Return type is a list, right? A list, but the value is a float. Okay, so I need to create an empty list for the return. List is an empty list, and I need to make a for loop for this kind of problem. So it moves 3 times, first, 2, and third, second, third, and it will only take 3, it moving 3 times, 2 times actually. 1, 2. Okay, I think I need more example here. The example is a list of 5 value and the window size is 3. Window size 3 and it has 3 value, right? It returns 3 moving average, 3 value of moving average, because of 1 and 2 and 3 it stops. But there is some constraint, right? I forgot about this. Integer n is equal to 0. Yeah, it cannot be 0 because it will divide it with the window size, and when something is divided with a 0, it will create a black hole. I mean, like, not defined. So I need this. If 0 is lesser than n and the n is is also cannot be larger than the length of the values, the size of the list. So it should be less or equal to the values. And I need to create my code here, or else it will return none. Else it will return none. I'll do this. I'll create the loop. Okay. If the window size is 5, it will only return 1, right? The average of all of this. So the length is is 5. If the length is 5 and the window size is 5, it's only return 1, and it's only 1 value. And what if there are 5 of the length is also 5? I mean, like, it's still the same list, but the window size is 4. It will only have 2 value, right? It will only move 1. It will have 2 value and only move 1, and it will not move at all, and it move 2 times with 3 value. I think I will append a new list, so I just focus it on the value that I will append. It will 3 times append, 2 times append, 1 times append. And the bigger the window, it will decrease the append the value. I think I know. It's 5 minus 3, 2 plus 1, right? It's 5 minus 4 is 1, plus 1 is 2. 5 and minus 5 is 0, plus 1 is 1. I think I know what I'm going to do. So the loop will only happen for e in range length of the values minus n plus 1, right? Yeah, it will only move 3 times. 1, 2, 3. It will only have 3 value. Yeah, 3 for loop, 3 loops. Yeah. And I need to append the average sum of the values, from this big, right? The 1, 2, 3. So it should move. The value should moving. The values move alongside the e. I think it starts with 0, right? For in range. So it starts from e to the size of the window, e plus n. The n is 3, so it will take 1, 2, 3 from 0, 1. Yeah, it's correct, right? Okay, it will take the sum, and okay, it's average, so I need to divide it with the window size, which is n. ML list is append some values, the average of the values as the window size, and it moves only the size of the list minus the size of the windows plus 1. Yeah, some things like this. And it should return the A list. MA for moving average. I need to clean this. Test. It's an error. I forgot it should be len of values. The size of the list. Yay, it passed. Tempt. Okay, it's a success. Next is refactored greeting. How long I already make this with live? Let's see. There's no. There's. I already doing this for 51 minutes. Whoa, it's pretty long. Should I stop? There are 3 katas left. Well, I will finish this. There's no one watching, right? Okay, whatever. Refactored greeting. So, what is this? The following code should use as a bit of object-oriented artistry. So it's object-oriented programming. While it's a simple method and works just fine as it is, in larger systems, it's best to organize methods into classes, objects, okay, or at least something similar depending on your language. Okay, refactor the following code so that it belongs to a person's class or object. Each person instance will have a greet method. So a greet method. The person's instance should be initiated with a name so that it no longer has to be passed into each greet method call. Okay, it's an object-oriented programming. I need to refactor this code to another code. I will put this as a comment first. And I need to create a class of person, and I need to have a method first in it. I think I remember that every class should start with init, and it will take the self and the name. So self name is equal to name, and I need to define another method which is greet, and it will take the person that should greeted, right? So I use self? I'm not sure. How if I'm not? So just take the name and your name. This your name. Take your name. Create your name. It will return hello. This, right? My name is the self name. your name. It should be work. It's an error. The create is error. Text one positional argument, but two were given. Oh, I see. So the create should take self, right? Self your name. Test. Yay, passed. Time. Oh, I see, I see. So I need to pass the self because I use self name. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Okay, next code. Remove the minimum. Train again. What is it? Raised not implemented error. I think I have heard this before, but it's not important for now. Right? Or not? I need to read the description first. The Museum of Incredible Doll Things. The Museum of Incredible Doll Things want to get rid of some exhibitions. Miriam, the interior architect, comes up with a plan to remove the most boring exhibitions. She gives them a rating and then removes the one with the lowest rating. However, just as she finished rating all exhibitions, she's off to an important fair, so she asks you to write a program that tells her the rating of the items are one of the items after one removed the lowest one. Fair enough. What kind of fair? Did I get Will I get paid for this? Of course not. I don't even know who is Miriam. Okay, the task. Given an array of integers, remove the smallest value. Do not mutate the original array or list. I cannot mutate. I mean, like I cannot remove min from the list, from the original list, right? I mean, like I just should copy it. Okay. If there are multiple elements with the same value, remove the one with a lower index. If you get an empty array or list, return an empty array or list. Don't change the order of the elements that are left. Don't change the order. Okay. It's not important. So I cannot change the value in numbers, but I can duplicate it, right? Duplicate number. It's too long. Just call it numbers 2. It's equals to numbers and this. I will take every value from numbers as numbers 2, and I will delete the minimum value from numbers. So return the numbers to remove the mean of numbers 2. Remove the mean, it will only remove the first minimum value with the lowest index number from the numbers, so it will not remove every minimum value. So if there are this 2 to 1, which is 1 is the minimum value, but it will only remove this one, not this, since it will only remove the first min value of the list. It should be work. Let's try this. It's an error. None should equal wrong result. My code is written none. None. Why is that happen? 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take this code to Google Colab. I will print numbers 2. Oh, I see. It should be number. No, it's numbers 2. It's not a problem, right? And remove smallest from my list. Wait. I need to change this. My list. Remove smallest my list. It not remove anything. Oh, it's only print this. It's not returning this list. Why it's happened? So how to use remove value from array item? It says it can using remove or pop or delete. Minimum. I will remove the minimum of the numbers too. Remove 12. Let all remove the 12. Right? Yeah. Why it's not working? Is there some kind of typo? We should be returning a list, right? So remove it. This should equal to this. Pretend remove it. List. Some error. Okay, so at least it gives a result. 5, 3, 2, 1, 4. It's not removing the minimum numbers. Like this. Why? Can I do this? minimum of my list. Seven, right? I will remove the 7, and here I will remove the minimum value from numbers. So let's try again. Why it's wrong? Why it's wrong? What's wrong with my code? It gives an empty. It gives an empty output. I copy the none. Why it gives me none? Why removed list is none? Remove 12, remove min. So can I do this? My list remove value is minimum of my list, and I need to print this. None. Why? If I remove 50, none. Why it's none? Why it's none? Should be like it is. Post 3, exit code 1. Empty sequence. Okay, there is an empty array. If there are empty array, return an empty array or list. Okay. If I see, I think I cannot assign these things to a variable. I cannot assign this. It's only it removes it, but it's not a new type of array. So yeah, it's a rule. Yes, I say this. Yeah, thank you very much. If len of numbers equals to 0, return empty array. Return numbers. Else this should be work. Aha! It finally works. Yay. Else let's put some description here. It will numbers is a list of integer, right? Yeah, right. Yeah. Why I am touching my mustache? And the return type is an also a list of integer. Yay, so it should be work. I'm sleepy. Okay, so this is the last 7Q problem, right? After this I will take a rest. Oh, it's been more than 1 hour, I think. Okay, sum of square, no, sum square digits, square every digit. Welcome, thank you for welcoming me. In this kata, you are asked to square every digit of a number and concatenate them. For example, if we run 9119 through the function, okay, 81 811181 will come out because 9 square is 1, 1 square is 1. Okay, the function accept an integer. The input is an integer and return as integer. So type is integer, r type also an integer. I think I can use some iteration, right? I need to separate this every number of this, since I will square every number of this. I think I will convert it to a string or make a list. I think string will be fine. Since that string is also iterable. For e in string of number, yeah, looks like this should be work. Oh, I need to and append it, append every value, right? Now I need to have some kind of empty string for the return. So squared num is an empty string. I know should squared num join for e and string num. So e is a string, every string of the string, it's 9119. So it because if because it's a string, I need to square that. So I need to convert it back to an integer and square it, and after square it will join, but join is only work for string, so I need to convert it again to string. Integer, I get square, convert it to string and join it to square num, and finally return the squared num test. It should be work. It's an error. it or it return an empty string. Mm-mm. It's become much harder to think since I'm sleepy. But I really want to solve this. Uh, should I convert it to a list? But how can I convert this to a list? That's a different problem. For a string of num, I need to square it, join. Oh, I think I cannot use join, right? Let's using another thing. Since it's a string, I can use this, right? Yeah, adding of the square. Since it's a string, it will just add up, not adding up, but adds on the left, on the right. So it should be work. I think I need to convert it again to an integer. Yay. Oh yes, I think I cannot use join because joins is work for this dot join. Something like this. It cannot be like some kind of variable squared join. It will not work, right? It will return an empty string. But if I do this, it will add the squared value of first number of the num. Since I convert it to a string, it will only take one per one number, one per one till the end of the number 9119. So test. Yay, it works. Attempt. It works. Okay, finally I finished review all of the 7Q katas or coding problem. It feels good. I feel so tired. Okay, I think that's all for this time. Thank you very much for watching. Even though I'm not sure that there are anyone who watch this, but see you next time. Bye bye.